Have you ever noticed when you feel completely drained of your energy after spending time with somebody? Or perhaps you have a feeling inside of you that doesn't quite feel right, but you just can't put your finger on it. If you ever feel like this after spending time with somebody, then you most likely are around energy vampires. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Cosmic Juniper, a place where together we explore the mysteries of the world and the hidden knowledge. Today, we're going to be talking about energy vampires. Now, even if you think you don't know anything about energy vampires, you have most certainly encountered a few in your lifetime. Heck, there might be a few surrounding you right now. Have you ever noticed when you feel completely drained of your energy after spending time with somebody? Or perhaps you feel really sad or really stressed. Or perhaps you have a feeling inside of you that doesn't quite feel right, but you just can't put your finger on it. If you ever feel like this after spending time with somebody, then you most likely are around energy vampires. Energy vampires are basically people who feed off of others' energy field, leaving the other person feeling completely depleted, emotionally overwhelmed, and even physically drained. Some energy vampires have no idea they are doing this and have no idea that they are considered energy vampires. And on the other hand, there are those energy vampires that know exactly what they're doing, and they thrive on feeding off of other people's energy, and they even like the pleasure of hurting people. Very often, these energy vampires feed off of other people's energy in order to compensate for their own feeling of lack. Now, all human beings, we possess an aura, we possess an energy field around us, also known as our vital force or our life energy. You may also know it as our prana or chi. Now, when we interact with other people, our prana or chi can be transferred to others and vice versa. Positive and nurturing relationships provide a harmonious exchange of energies where both people benefit from the exchange of energies happening. After the exchange of energies is done, we feel more positive, we feel more energetic, we feel at balance. These are the types of energy exchange that we must be looking for. However, with energy vampires, this exchange of energy is only happening one way. They are taking all your energy and giving you nothing in return. Instead, you are left feeling overwhelmed, overstressed, sad, anxious, completely depleted. Now, energy vampires can present themselves in different ways. And you may know more than one type of energy vampire. One type of energy vampire is that person who chooses to be the victim at all times. This person is always looking for attention, for sympathy, and for emotional support from others. They often feel like the world is always against them, like nothing good ever comes their way, like they are constantly the victim of other people and situations. When we interact with these kind of people, we know that the conversation is going to be mostly negative. And it's mostly going to be about them and their problems. And usually they're going to tell you exactly how you can help them better their life. But no matter how much we give of ourselves and our resources and our time, it's never going to be enough for this person. Because this type of energy vampire thrives on drama. Their life means nothing if there's no constant drama around them. So therefore, they will always be pulling you into that black hole of drama. They have a tendency to always and only focus on the negative. Positive energy will never come out of this person. Usually when we interact with these kind of energy vampires, after we're done with the conversation, we feel completely depleted. We feel exhausted, physically, mentally, and emotionally. We need to identify that no matter how much we give of ourselves and how much we help them out constantly, their troubles and their drama will never end. So it is best to keep a distance from these energy vampires. It is very tough for us to make them see the positive side of life. The next type of energy vampire is a narcissist. A narcissist will always demand constant admiration, attention, and validation. A narcissist will rarely show sympathy towards others. Any conversation they have with other people, they try to make it so it is at their best interest, so they have something coming out of that conversation. They need to get something out of that person by the end of whatever interaction they have. The primary goal of a narcissist is to always feel superior from everybody else. So they will make sure that they put you down somehow, some way. They must put you down. Another type of energy vampire is your typical drama queen or drama king. This type of energy vampire must always be creating chaos. They must always be instigating, starting problems, creating drama, exaggerating situations. They thrive and feed off of the chaos they create around them. The more people they can rile up and get agitated is the best for them. This type of energy vampire can easily be a friend or a co-worker. Every time you talk to this person, they always have some sort of conflict going on. They feel the need to always be loud and emotional, and they want you to get involved in their drama. They want you to take part and take their side, and they want you to display the same loud energy as they do. Now, there is another type of energy vampire that we don't always label it as an energy vampire. And this is because they don't necessarily take your energy. Instead, they take their internal energy and project it onto you. I'll explain what I mean by this. Let's call this person an uncontrollable energy vampire. This is the type of person who is extremely extroverted, who has so much energy they don't know what to do with it. This is the person who has plans every day of the week with different groups of people. This is the person who fears FOMO, or fear of missing out. This is the type of person that creates such intense energy inside them, and the only way to regulate themselves is to have that energy explode outwards. So the way I can think of how it is to be around these type of energy vampires is, take for example, when we go out to the beach and we are out in the sun all day. By the end of the day, we come back home feeling completely exhausted. Even if we were just laying down on the sand all day, but by being exposed to the sun, to that heat of the sun all day, we feel completely depleted. We just want to get home, take a shower, and go straight to bed. So this is how I see these type of people shocking the nervous system of who surrounds them. Now, there is another type of energy vampire that do these kind of things because they suffer from deep emotional trauma and sometimes even psychological trauma. So it is of vital importance that we recognize these different types of energy vampires and know when we are in real physical danger. You must create distance with this person immediately. Now, why do people become energetic vampires? And I do have to mention again that a lot of these energy vampires don't even realize what they're doing. So in some cases, it will help for you to verbalize how they make you feel. This can create an aha moment in their mind and be like, okay, maybe I do need to change my ways. Many emotional vampires have unmet emotional needs. and unresolved traumas. This is why it is so important for us to do shadow work, because we need to resolve those deep traumas within us in order for us to not project them outwards towards the people we care about. Some energy vampires are unable to regulate their own emotions, and that's why they seek others to fill that void. Some energy vampires, especially narcissists, have a very fragile self-esteem. So they rely on putting other people down in order to boost that self-esteem. Some energy vampires have learned to be this way through learned behavior. If they grew up in an environment where attention and emotional energy were scarce, they may have developed survival skills by manipulating other people in order to get what they need. So with all that being said, how can we protect ourselves, our energy field, or aura, or chi, or prana? How can we protect it from energy vampires? The first and most important thing is to set boundaries. That is the number one priority here. You need to set your boundaries. Learn to recognize when an energy vampire is right in front of you, trying to suck that energy from you. Immediately, you need to end that conversation and you need to walk away from that person. And I know that sometimes that's not possible because maybe of work, maybe this vampire is your boss. And if that's the case, then you need to create a protection circle around you. When you know you're going to be interacting with energy vampires, before you leave your home, you need to create a protection circle around you. You are not obligated to make yourself emotionally available for those types of abusers. You decide who you give your energy to. You are in control here of your energy field. If at all possible, limit the time you spend with these energy vampires. Learn to clock their toxic traits. Instead of allowing them to enter your energy field, while you're interacting with these vampires, what you're going to do is start analyzing them and learning how they are trying to access your energy field. For what purpose? What do they want from you? What is it that they lack within themselves that they are so thirsty for you? But again, the most important things is to set boundaries. Start using your voice. Start saying no to things. You know what? No, I don't have the time for you today. You know what? I actually don't have that resource for you. You know what? I actually don't have that money for you. You know what? I think I have a solution for your problem. I can share it with you so you can implement it yourself. Once you start doing this, they are going to start recognizing that they can no longer access your energy field. So they are going to distance themselves from you. You won't have to do anything else. And again, if you have to interact with these people, with these energy vampires, limit your interaction time and set protection circles around you. Please, please do a protection circle. And in conclusion, know that energy vampires are all around us. Even in the digital world, even in social media, learn to clock those energy vampires. Protect your energy. Protect your physical health, your mental health, and your emotional health. Don't try to be the savior for everyone. You can't pour from your glass if your glass is empty. I hope that this video helped you a little bit more in identifying those energy vampires. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video. I really do appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.